Hey, what's going on everyone? In this video, I'm going to show you how you can clean your AirPods case and also your AirPods so they're back to their brand new state. And towards the end of the video, I'll show you an awesome method on how you can prevent further dirt and grime on getting into your AirPods. Let's get started. Okay guys, so when it comes to using your AirPods, out of all of the Apple devices I've personally ever used, these are by far one of the most easiest devices that just kind of build up with dirt, grime, and airwax over time, and that's mainly because they fit into your pocket, your backpack, or wherever down the side of the couch so easily. And because of this, they get incredibly dirty incredibly fast. So I'm just going to show you a few different tips and tricks on kind of how you can clean your AirPods case and also your AirPods so they're back to brand new. And in this video, I'm just going to be using a few kind of household items that you may be finding around your house. And I've also got a few specialized tools as well, which you can go ahead and get as well. So the first thing that I generally start with is to go ahead and clean the outside of the case. So according to the actual Apple website, they recommend to go ahead and get some rubbing alcohol and maybe a microfiber cloth like this one. And then you can just go ahead and kind of dampen the cloth, which I'll go ahead and do now. So in this video, I'm just using some rubbing alcohol, and you don't really need to use too much. I'm just going to use a small amount, maybe that much on the rag. Now from there, you just want to go ahead and kind of rub that thoroughly across the case, and this will go ahead and remove kind of any scuff marks or any buildup of dirt that may be on the AirPods. And then you also want to go ahead and try to get into the actual hinge of the AirPod, as a lot of dirt and kind of dust can actually build up in there and kind of prevent the case from opening as well. So once you go ahead and clean the outside of the case, the next part I generally move on to is to go ahead and clean the lightning charging port of the AirPods itself. And I mainly do this because if this kind of builds up with any dust or grime or flint, this can actually prevent your iPods from charging. So if you're having any connection issues, or if you find your AirPods are dropping out a lot of the time, then this actually may be the issue as to why that is happening. So one of the best ways on how you can actually go ahead and clean the lightning charging port is to go ahead and maybe get a toothpick or something non-metallic. So in this case, I've just gone ahead and got a Q-tip and I've cut it on an angle. And then I can just go in there and kind of scoop out any dirt or grime that may be built up in there. And I've actually gone ahead and actually purchased this special tool. It's kind of just like a mini toothbrush with these bristles. And you can just go ahead and kind of remove any dirt or grime that's dislodged in there. And then you can go ahead and actually turn it around and kind of scrape out any dirt that may be kind of caught in the corners in the charging port there as well. And if you'd actually like to pick up any of these tools, I'll have links down below in the video description. And I believe a whole pack of around 30 items only cost me a few dollars. And it's a really good investment if you're looking to kind of prolong the life of your Apple products. Okay guys, so now we've gone ahead and cleaned the external case. The next thing we're going to move into is actually cleaning the kind of internal part of the case. And I'm not sure if you can see this, but on the kind of perimeter, you can see all this buildup of kind of dirt and grime, and also on the top of the case as well. So in this instance, again, I'm going to go ahead and dampen the microfiber cloth with the rubbing alcohol. And again, if you don't have one of these, I'll put a link down below in the video description to that same pack. So once we've gone ahead and dampened this cloth, again, I'm just going to follow the same process which I followed with rubbing the case. And that's just to simply go ahead and kind of rub quite thoroughly to any visual dirt or grime that I can see on the case. And I'm just using the back of my hand here to kind of get in there quite thoroughly. And now I'll just go ahead and repeat that process all the way around the top. And then I can also work my way around the back there as well. So once I've gone ahead and done that bottom, I can now move on to the top here. And again, I can go ahead and get any kind of obvious dirt that I can see on the top of the case there. Now, if you've kind of gone as far as you can with that, the next thing you can do is go ahead and get that same Q-tip that you were using just before. And again, I'll go ahead and dampen this one with some rubbing alcohol. And that one's done there. So again, I'll go ahead and open the case. And now I'll try and target any kind of dirt that I missed with the microfiber cloth. So again, you just want to kind of get in there quite thoroughly, remove any of the dirt that you can see. And you may have to repeat this process a couple of times, as depending on when you last cleaned your AirPods, or if maybe you never have like myself, then the actual dirt can be quite stubborn to take off. So you actually might have to get in there quite thoroughly and just kind of go around there a few different times as well. And another really awesome way on how you can get into these stubborn areas is to actually go ahead and pick up one of these specialized cleaning tools. And again, this is part of the kit down below in the video description. So you can go ahead and again dampen this one, and you can kind of get into those really stubborn places that you may not be able to get into with maybe a rag or a Q-tip. So you can just go ahead and kind of remove any visual dirt that you can see, and I reckon that's looking pretty good. So once we've gone ahead and finished the entire case inside and out, the next thing I'm going to move on to is to actually how to clean the AirPods themselves. So just like my previous method on cleaning the actual AirPods case, again I've got a damp microfiber cloth, and I'm just going to rub the kind of external of the AirPod itself and just remove any kind of dirt or buildup of grime that may be kind of on the exterior of the AirPod. So I'll just go ahead and just give this a thorough rub down, and as you can see, that's removing quite a bit of dirt as well. So once you've gone ahead and done that, the next thing I recommend to do is to go ahead and either get a Q-tip or one of those specialized cleaning tools, and again kind of dampen it with rubbing alcohol. And then you just want to go ahead and get into any kind of stubborn places, especially down the bottom of the AirPods, as this is actually where the microphone is located. So if you're taking calls with your AirPods and you're maybe noticing that the audio is quite muffly, then this actually may be one of the reasons as to why it is. And also in cleaning this, you don't want to apply too much pressure, as these metallic grills on the AirPods are actually quite thin, so you don't want to apply too much pressure and actually indent them into the AirPod itself. So once I've gone ahead and cleaned the microphone, the next thing I'll do is go ahead and do the outside perimeter of the AirPod. And as you can see, as soon as I do that, a lot of gunk actually falls directly out of the AirPod, and then I can just go ahead and repeat the same process. And as you can see, guys, that's looking pristine at the moment. And while I'm also here, if you've ever noticed, there's also some other ports on your AirPods, and this is mainly to let air into the AirPods so you get a really nice quality of sound. So you just want to go ahead and clean these as well, as this will also improve the audio experience when you're listening to podcasts, music, and videos. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, guys, if you just picked up a brand new pair, then I highly recommend you to invest in a protective case, just like you do with your kind of smartphone device as well. So I actually picked this one up for a couple of dollars off Amazon. It's a black silicone case, and I've actually found it to prevent a lot of dirt and scuff marks on the AirPod itself. So if I go ahead and put that on, as you can see, guys, it's just like a case for your AirPods. So if I go ahead and drop my AirPods on the ground accidentally, this will also go ahead and prevent any internal electronic damage, as this kind of works just like a phone case, as it absorbs a lot of the impact. So there you have it, guys. That's pretty much my cleaning process for the AirPods. And again, if you'd like to check out any of the tools that I've used in this video, then don't forget to check out the link down below in the video description. So if you've come up with your own fixes on how to clean your AirPods, guys, then please also share that down below, as you'll be helping thousands of other AirPod users out there as well. And if this video has been helpful, then please smash that like button. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.